All right, let's go through week 37 data preparation. This is an XML parsing exercise. So a company has data coming in that's in an XML format. They need to break it out into a tabular format. And in order to do that, we'll have to parse it. So basically within the XML, there is bill to and ship to information. That bill to and ship to information contains contact and address information that we'll need to parse out and eventually break out into tabular fields. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual data that's coming out. So I'm actually going to do that over here. So here is basically the customer information, and you'll see within that customer information you have reference number, you have bill to, and you have ship to. We're concerned with bill to and ship to. So within the bill to and ship to, within the bill to, you have the contact information and you have the address information. The same thing is found within the ship to, contact and address information. So basically we need to create each one of these little bits right here, the country, the postal code, the province, the email, the home. All of that information needs to be broken out into separate fields. So how are we going to do this? All the way across, and we need to prefix all of that customer bill to information right here. All that bill to information needs to be prefixed with customer bill to. And you'll also notice that over here, you have the same thing, customer ship to information for all this over here, or down here. They also threw a record ID on there, and they have all of this other, they bring back the customer reference information, the order number, which is all present here. So
let's go ahead and jump in. If you're a record on ID on here just for good measure. And let's go ahead and start parsing. So we need to start parsing customer outer XML. We are actually going to return the root and the outer XML. So what this is going to do is it's going to return this, it's going to return bill to, and it's going to return ship to. So, let's go ahead and run this. Take a look. So we have all that other information, but we have bill to, ship to, customer, bill to and ship to outer XML, and then also you see that reference information. So the first thing that we need to do is we have this bill to, which is basically this right here. We need to parse the contact child and the address child. Let's go ahead and do that. XML parse. We are going to be parsing bill to outer XML and specific child name. Let's do contact first. What that's going to do is it will break out each one of these into a separate field. And we are not returning the outer XML now because now we actually care about the values in here. Let's go ahead here, run it. Cool. First name, last name, all the contact information that you see here, first name, last name, home, and email. And we need to do the same thing for ship to, the bill to address. Bill to, outer XML, specific child name. We are looking for ship to. That's not right. Address. XML be confusing, man. Execute. So while that's executing, again, all I'm grabbing is this address information right here for the bill to. Let's take a look. What do we got? Cool. We got exactly what I think I need. So let's go ahead and throw a select on here. Let's do something. Options. Sort. Revert to incoming field order. Let's get rid of some stuff we don't need, or at least rearrange some stuff. Let's put this all the way down at the bottom. I know, it's an easy way to do this. All right, we didn't need those two fields. We no longer need this customer XML. There's also ship via. So let's move all this up
and move ship via all the way down here. That up. Just a little housekeeping. So we don't need customer anymore. We don't need reference. We just need reference, sorry. We don't need the XML anymore. So let's move this guy down. All the way down here to the bottom. I'm just doing this because that's the order that Alteryx wants. They have reference number all the way over here. All right. So we no longer need bill to. We no longer need bill to outer XML because now we've parsed it. We don't need ship to, but we still need ship to outer XML. We definitely don't need customer outer XML. We don't need contact. Let's go ahead and start renaming these the way that they want them. Options, add prefix, customer, or bill to underscore. All right, it's only going to add that over here to these guys. We don't need address. We don't need line. The address information is actually held here within this line. Again, XML can be very, very complicated sometimes. So just take my word for it. So now what we've done is we have parsed this part of the customer information. We've parsed the bill to, contact, and address information and renamed it and sorted information. So customer bill to, country code, it's exactly what we see over here. Cool. Next thing that we have to do is go through the same process with the ship to information. Straightforward. Now we're parsing the ship to. We're doing this with contact. We're returning the child values. You'll see those over here. And we're also going to do this with the address. Oops. I think XML is case sensitive, so I always make sure to match the case. Okay, cool. We've got everything we needed. Let's go ahead and do that same process here with a select. If you remember, I actually moved all of these down to the bottom. So let's do that. Oops. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. We don't need line 2 and line 2 sequence. We don't need line sequence. We don't need address. Remember, line actually holds the address information. We don't need the contact. We just need this information. And if you remember, we don't need that outer XML anymore. So let's go ahead and real quickly here rename these. Oops. Rename all of that customer ship to information to have that prefix. Customer ship to underscore. It's going to do the highlighted fields. Let's go ahead and change line to actually address. And I think that they actually named these customer. They prefixed these with customer. Right? Nope. They actually just kind of cleaned them up a little. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's name this one customer reference. Should I call that customer reference number? Nope, just customer reference. So now we should have the same information as above. Cool. That was pretty straightforward. I'm going to do a little bit of extra credit here. See these little red guys? Cell has trailing spaces. Let's go ahead and make this a little prettier. See this to everything. Let us, leading and trailing white spaces is all we need to do. Let's do that. Cool. now we're doing pretty good. I hope this was helpful. Parsing XML can be super, super easy with Alteryx. You could do this once and then automate this process, and you would no longer have to parse any XML at any other point. Alteryx would just do it for you. I hope this has been helpful. We'll see you next week.